Hi.
How's it going?
Fine, and you? What were you looking at?
I was just looking at my album.
And?
Yeah, it's the first time I've seen it. Yeah.
What do you think of it?
Yeah, it's crazy, yeah. It's crazy to hold it in my hand.
Special moment.
Yeah, it's mad. CDs, yeah.
Well, this is your album. What was the first album that you bought yourself?
The first one?
Yeah.
God, I can't remember. I think before I had any money, I got albums from my parents would buy me albums. I don't know what it was. Maybe an Elton John record.
Yeah.
Britney Spears.
So you don't know. Could be that maybe that you had saved all your money.
Yeah.
Just for this special record, but you don't know.
No, I remember very early. I was about 10. I'd been playing piano for a few years, and my dad bought me the vinyl of "Goodbye Yellow Brick Road" by Elton John, and the vinyl for that is really cool because I don't know if you remember the artwork, but it's this big yellow brick road that goes off, and he's walking down. He's about to walk on it. That's pretty cool.
What makes him so good, Elton John?
Well, I don't. Elton for me is. I always cited him as someone that I was learning the piano, and he was the first artist I discovered that sort of inspired me to songwrite, because I heard what he could do with the piano and what he could do with his voice, and my dad had a few of his records, and so I listened to it, and I remember just being blown away by the way he sang and played the piano and made songs.
Certain songs that you...
There's loads of songs. I mean, a lot of his early albums, like Honky Chateau and Madman Across the Water. Albums that in some ways Elton's not very famous for now. He's more famous for his sort of 80s stuff, which I'm not such a fan of, but his early 70s, first 5 records for me up to Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, is like, it's incredible. Him and Bernie Taupin writing the lyrics are incredible as well.
Why not the 80s stuff?
I'm saying not the 80s stuff.
Yeah, why not?
I don't know. I find 80s music has never really appealed to me as much as 70s music. It's a bit of a broad generalisation, but I find in the 80s there was more focus on the production rather than the songwriting. So more technology, more that's, I guess, 80s dance music. Anyway.
So you're more of you like 70s more than?
Well, I think it's just I like songs and lyrics, and I think the 70s there's more of a focus on that.
Do you still have your first own written song somewhere on tape or?
No. I know one. I remember there was a very early song which I wrote when I was 12 or 13, and I remember vividly writing it and sort of thinking, this is cool. I could, how I can write some songs. And, I can write a song, and suddenly it's done and it's there. I don't know, kind of cool.
Was it good?
I think it was alright. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've written some terrible songs since then.
Yeah.
But I think you have to write bad songs to write good songs.
Okay. Something that I read, I don't know if it's true, but you were not granted to music college in Liverpool. Is that right?
Yeah.
How come?
I don't know. No, I was 18, I was leaving school, and I wanted to get away, and I tried to get into a music school in Liverpool, and I didn't get in.
It's strange, in hindsight, I think, or...
Maybe not, I don't know, maybe they were looking for something else. It's, I didn't feel like, I think it's how it is, yeah.
That's how it is, it's true. There's something that you said about the album, that's, I write much better songs when I'm being honest. When did you find this out, that the songs that you have to be honest in your songs to actually write good songs?
Yeah, I think it's funny because I think there was a real moment when when I decided I wanted to write more autobiographical, honest songs, and that was when I was about 18 or 19, and it was when I moved to Brighton. And I remember sort of finishing that year in Brighton. I learned a lot about music, and I learned a lot about what I liked and what I didn't like, not just music but in the world, and became my own person a little bit more musically and as a person. So I'd say that at that point I started writing those songs, and one of the first songs was Grow Old Me, actually, the first song on the record, and after that the whole album sort of just came just through a sort of brutal honesty and not trying to hide behind lyrics and stuff.
Was it hard?
Yeah, I think it's hard. I think it's once you work out how to do it. Yeah, I think everyone's very. Me particularly, especially being English. I think you grow up in a place with a lot of emotional sort of reservations. It's kind of stereotypical, and it's difficult to really broad, but generalise. But I think it's definitely like there's a lot of sort of reservation, and you don't say what you actually mean. But I don't know. This is an interesting. I don't know if this is the right word to talk about.